Hello everybody, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to show you the system design for new project. It is called communication management system. So I will be giving you end-to-end workflow, end-to-end design of how we gonna implement this. So here what this system will do is it will allow admin or any user to define any kind of mail templates and then hook this email into any event in our application. Let me give you example. Let's say we have blog published event and we want to create a email, SMS or any kind of notification for that particular event. Then admin will go to admin panel and create a new mail, or we can say mail template or notification template, and then he will define the content of email, the format of email with placeholder variables, and whenever that event got fired up, then we will be listening to all the events. We'll have this global listener which will be listening to the event that is being fired and look into the database for defined mail templates, and then if it found any, then it will fire up the mail with mail template data as well as event data, which the all the placeholder variable got passed, and we will have our actual email and actual email content. So this is whole idea. Let's dive into a bit detail how we're gonna implement it. Let's say we have event 1, event 2. It can be many event in the application, and normal event class that is generated in Laravel won't have any interfaces applied, but in this case we'll be creating one new interface. Let me zoom out a bit. So I'm calling it iAdmin customizable notification, I for this interface, and this interface will have these 4 methods. One is template variables, which is variables that will be available while defining mail template, and template variable data, which will contain the actual data and how to access those data, and name of receivers array and attachments in the mail that can be attached. All right, so these are the 4 methods. Let me show you code snippet of event class. Let's say blog publish event, then we'll be implementing this configurable notification. Our naming is a little bit off, so actually I'm trying to so let's we can call it customize configurable notification as well. This one, let me call it. All right, so this is the interface we'll be implementing, and then here we'll define the variables like these 3 will be available while defining the mail template for this particular event, and these are the data and how to access these 3 data in our event. So in event class we'll have access to the post object, for which post the blog is published, the post in blog post actually, and this is the author of the post and the status of post. So this is here we'll define a way to access all those placeholder variable. So this method will be used while parsing the variable defined, and this variable will be useful while defining the actual template. All right, so there can be many mail templates associated with this particular blog published event. So here constructor is missing. Actually in constructor we'll have these variable available, and to make things easy we can define this trait which will have some default data, so that you don't have to define all the methods every time you use this. So I'm using this trait over here. All right, so with this set we'll have event ready with all the data necessary for our next step. All right, so we'll have this schema where we'll define name of the template, subject, content. Here we'll define placeholder variables, and if we want to define the content of SMS as well, here also we can define any placeholder variable. We can ignore this run as cron job for now, and the name of event, for which event this template is, and the receivers like admin receiver or any other receiver will be defined here. So this receiver is specific for this particular event, which can be available from the event object itself, and these receivers are general receivers. You can fetch all the users with role admin and then allow user to select receivers for the mail. All right, so with that said, admin has now defined the template for the mail and time to parse that email. So before time to parse email, first let's go into this global event listener. So after everything is defined, whenever blog published event is fired up, then we are listening for this event. You can put this code in the boot method of any app service provider, or you can create event. I think there is already event service provider. You can put this into boot method, and here we are listening for events that are starting with this name, app events. So there are a lot of events fired internally by Laravel, but we are only interested in our app level events. Then we are listening for this event, and we'll have access to event name and event data in our closure, and then we'll pull all the notification template that admin defined using this query, and then loop through it and fire up the event with all the necessary data that is required. Now it is time to parse that email and give the actual data for this email. All right, the mail template parser will be very simple. It is just string replace of those placeholder variable into actual variable. All right, so while parsing template, we will have access to this event data and mail template data. In mail template, we have all the subject and content. Event data contains the actual value for all the placeholder that we defined on mail template. We'll loop through all the actual event data, like we will loop through these array and replace this title with actual value. Then it will get our actual email subject and content. All right, and then normal flow goes on. All right, so this is the system design for this project. Hope you like this video. I will see you on another video. Bye.